Sup, homies? My name's Mike Gass, and there sure are a lot of no-code platforms. Now, we're going to talk about some of those today, but I wanted to draw your attention first to a headline that came out this week. AWS CEO says using AI to replace junior devs is the dumbest thing he had ever heard. He goes on to say that you're going to still need junior devs because you're going to want to train them in Amazon's image, let's say. Now, this is in direct contrast to what Zuckerberg said on the Joe Rogan podcast earlier this year. Let's have a listen.
Probably in 2025, we at Meta are going to have an AI that can effectively be a sort of mid-level engineer that you have at your company that can write code.
So that's Zuckerberg's point of view. I want to look at where the state of no-code platforms are, both at the enterprise and the consumer level. And so let's get started with the enterprise. When talking enterprise, no-code platforms, in my opinion, CrewAI kind of stands alone. Interestingly, they've only raised about $21 million, but look at who their clients or customers are. You've got all big four, so Ernst & Young, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte. You also have big IT consulting firms like Accenture. So CrewAI kind of stands by themselves, but there's a couple other companies. I threw them up here. Kizen out of Los Angeles raised $11 million. They're creating a no-code platform to allow enterprise to create software on the fly. Voker, same thing, another no-code platform with the main focus of their product being the enterprise space. So there's also consumer software, right? There's a lot of no-code platforms that you can use as a consumer. I think the best way to get a feel for what companies or what products are out there in this respect is the Product Hunt no-code platform tag. So I highlighted a couple companies, or at least one that I want to demo right now. It's called Replit, but there's a whole range of no-code platforms. And if you just take a look at the Product Hunt page that I have linked here, then you'll be able to see and try them out to see which one works best for you. So I got Replit up here. Now I want to just take a step back and describe at least one version you can use Replit that I find very interesting. So what we have here is the LLM podcast engine. It's a standalone GitHub repo that I have loaded up inside Replit. And in order to build this, all you do is configure Replit to take notice of the GitHub repo, hit run, and it'll build the entire project just from the GitHub repo. There's additional configuration that needs to be done, but you can imagine just going through your normal workflow, creating your normal GitHub project and sharing it and then building it right here in Replit. So there you go. The podcast engine is up and running. And again, it is as simple as configuring Replit to be aware of the GitHub repo and then using the workflow agents on Replit to build it in window. So the last thing I wanted to say before I sign off is there are other multi-agent software development platforms that you might be interested in, a little bit more code heavy. The one that always gets brought to my attention is Autogen. So if that's something that's interesting to you, go ahead and give it a clone, try it out. If any of this stuff is interesting to you, please check out my Twitch stream. I stream daily, and I also create YouTube videos. So give me a like, give me a subscribe. I keep track of most of the major happenings in engineering, but specifically AI engineering, at least as of recently. All right, homies, take care. Peace.